Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. I just wanted to tell you that my short trip faction paradox from BBV is now available for £2.99. Now, as a little bit of a promotion, I thought I'd give you the first few minutes to listen to, and then decide for yourself. The link for this is in the show notes below. £2.99, an absolute bargain. Have a listen for yourself. Now, where do I start? Ah, yes. Forgive me, grandfather, for I have sinned. No, that's not quite right, is it? Forgive me, father, for I have sinned. It has been several lifetimes since my last confession. Shouldn't you be saying something? Are you even there behind this mesh panel? I can hear breathing, so I'm going to assume that you're there. Are you sitting uncomfortably? Good. Then I'll begin. Where was I? Oh, yes, I have sinned. Well, actually, I have sinned an awful lot. But that's not what I'm here to discuss. You lot have 10 commandments, but only 7 deadly sins. I assume there's some sort of crossover. What happened to the other 3? I do hope they're all right. Never mind. I suspect you'll need me to focus a little for our chat. Though I did wait until the others had left so I could tell you my full story without any annoying interruptions. Actually, you see, I'd love to say that none of this is my fault, and that I was only following orders. But that's not even remotely true. I'd like to say this is because of the war, which would be much more accurate. But which war? That's me rambling again. I'm terrible for it, you know. My friends are always telling me this. Or they would if I had any friends. Yes. My confession. That's what you're interested in, isn't it? You see, my sin is one of murder. I have killed. I suspect you don't get many murderers through your doors. The standard of sins must be very run-of-the-mill. In a respectable place like this. So I suspect that murder is quite high on your list of sins to tick off your list. Do you have a list? I would have a list. I do like lists. Actually, I like cataloguing things across the board. You see, I used to be a librarian of sorts in a former life. And that's what brought me here, in a roundabout way. Do you see? No, I suppose you don't really. I am Signet. My family call me Brother Signet. Or Cousin Signet. But that was not my name originally. They call me Signet as a sort of joke. You see, it's French for bookmark. And that's me all over. I'm a sort of living bookmark. I simply adore books. Books of all kinds, fiction, non-fiction, I devour them. There's simply nothing like reading. I mean, look at this. Can you see through that little wooden grill? Take a look at my shadow. Now, if you were to look at my cousin's shadow, she would have a knife or an axe in her hand. But if you look carefully at mine, what can you see? It's a book. My shadow is holding a book, but as you can see, I am not. Clever, isn't it? To be honest, I've always found it a little off-putting, but that's how things are. My shadow is holding a book.
That was the Doctor Who Tin Dog podcast, available on iTunes, YouTube, Twitter, RSS, Vimeo, and across the internet. Doctor Who and its associated properties are all copyright and trademark of the BBC. No infringement is intended. Why not become a supporter by visiting patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.